Part C, Directions. In this part of the test, you will hear several talks. After each talk, you will hear some questions. The talks and questions will not be repeated. After you hear a question, read the 4 possible answers in your test book and choose the best answer. Then, on your answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer you have chosen. Here is an example. On the recording, you hear, listen to an instructor talk to his class about a television program.
I'd like to tell you about an interesting TV program that'll be shown this coming Thursday. It'll be on from 9 to 10 p.m. on Channel 4. It's part of a series called Mysteries of Human Biology. The subject of the program is the human brain, how it functions, and how it can malfunction. Topics that will be covered are dreams, memory, and depression. These topics are illustrated with outstanding computer animation that makes the explanations easy to follow. Make an effort to see this show. Since we've been studying the nervous system in class, I know you'll find it very helpful.
Now listen to a sample question. What is the main purpose of the program? In your test book, you read, A. To demonstrate the latest use of computer graphics. B. To discuss the possibility of an economic depression. C. To explain the workings of the brain. D. To dramatize a famous mystery story. The best answer to the question, what is the main purpose of the program, is C. To explain the workings of the brain. Therefore, the correct choice is C. Now listen to another sample question. Why does the speaker recommend watching the program? In your test book, you read, A. It is required of all science majors. B. It will never be shown again. C. It can help viewers improve their memory skills. D. It will help with coursework. The best answer to the question, why does the speaker recommend watching the program, is D. It will help with coursework. Therefore, the correct choice is D. Remember, you are not allowed to take notes or write in your test book.
Questions 39 through 42. Listen to Science Watch, a daily radio program.
Word comes from California of a new weapon in the war on household pests. 2 scientists working for a firm in Anaheim, California, have developed a method to eliminate insects without using dangerous chemicals. The new poison? Hot air. The basic idea is that insects cannot adjust to temperatures much above normal. In laboratory experiments, cockroaches and termites can't survive much more than a quarter of an hour at 125 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 50 degrees centigrade. The new method involves covering a house with a huge tent and filling it with air heated to around 65 degrees centigrade. Hot air is forced in with fans, and the tent keeps the heat inside the house. Since termites try to escape by hiding in wooden beams, the heat treatment must be continued for a full 6 hours. But when it's all over and the insects are dead, there are no toxic residues to endanger humans or pets, and no funny smells. Scientists claim that there is no danger of fire either, since very few household materials will burn at 65 degrees centigrade. In fact, wood is prepared for construction use by drying it in ovens at 80 degrees centigrade, which is substantially hotter than the air used in this procedure.
Number 39. What is the talk mainly about? Number 40. According to the speaker, what makes the new system better than other treatments? Number 41. Why are the houses covered with tents? Number 42. Why does the speaker mention that construction wood is dried by heat? Questions 43 through 46. Listen to a teacher talk to students in her freshman English course.
I'm sure you realize that your research papers are due in 6 weeks. I've looked at your proposed topics and made comments about them. The most frequent problem was proposing too broad a topic. Remember, this is only a 15-page paper. As I return your topic papers, I'd like to look over the schedule which sketches out what we'll do during the next 2 weeks. Today is Monday. By Friday, I want your preliminary outline. Please be sure to incorporate the suggestions I've made on your topics in your outlines. Next week, I'll have a conference with each of you. I've posted a schedule on my office door. Sign your name to indicate the time you're available for an appointment. In the conference, we'll discuss your preliminary outline. Then you can make the necessary revisions and hand in your final outline, which is due 2 weeks from today. Use the outline style in your textbook, and remember it should be no more than 2 pages long. Be sure to begin with a thesis statement. That is, with a precise statement of the point you intend to prove, and include a conclusion. Have you got all that? Your 2-page preliminary outlines are due at the end of this week, and the final outlines are due after your conferences. Follow the textbook style and include a thesis statement and a conclusion.
Number 43. What does the speaker mainly discuss? Number 44. When will conferences be held? Number 45. What is the purpose of the conference? Number 46. According to the speaker, how should the outline begin? Questions 47 through 50. Listen to a talk given by a tour guide at a museum.
Before we begin our tour, I'd like to give you some background information on the painter Grant Wood. We'll be seeing much of his work today. Wood was born in 1881 in Iowa farm country and became interested in art very early in life. Although he studied art in both Minneapolis and at the Art Institute of Chicago, the strongest influences on his art were European. He spent time in both Germany and France, and his study there helped shape his own stylized form of realism. When he returned to Iowa, Wood applied the stylistic realism he had learned in Europe to the rural life he saw around him, and that he remembered from his childhood around the turn of the century. His portraits of farm families imitate the static formalism of photographs of early settlers posed in front of their homes. His paintings of farmers at work and of their tools and animals demonstrate a serious respect for the life of the Midwestern United States. By the 1930s, Wood was a leading figure of the school of art called American Regionalism. In an effort to sustain a strong Midwestern artistic movement, Wood established an Institute of Midwestern Art in his home state. Although the institute failed, the paintings you are about to see preserve Wood's vision of pioneer farmers.
Number 47. What is the main purpose of the talk? Number 48. What had an important effect on Wood's early art? Number 49. What would be most likely to appear in a painting by Wood? Number 50. According to the speaker, how did Wood try to encourage Midwestern art?